Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer reaching out to leaders at Abbott Nutrition, whose Sturgis plant was shut down following a recall about getting production of its baby formula back on track. Empty store shelves have prompted parents to start taking matters into their own hands, but the state is warning parents about that tonight. Let's bring in Jason Colthorpe to explain. Jason?
Yeah, and Kim, this is not the only, there's another wrinkle to this, which is current parents are not the only ones who were affected by all of this. Expectant parents are also looking at this. I mean, it's something I can relate to. My wife and I are expecting a baby coming up very soon, and we're not the only expectant parents that are having those conversations about should we be looking for formula now in case this is still going on. And tonight I spoke to a parent who was at her, her wit's end looking for formula, and she got it in maybe the most unexpected place.
Anybody who has a baby who's under a year old, there's nothing available.
Trying to track down formula for her baby Bree has been so hard for Tricia Sanford that she and Bree's father Brian have had to call in the reserves.
We don't have a lot of extra free time in the day to be driving around looking for the formula, so that definitely plays a part. Driving store to store, we have family members out looking for it.
A few days ago, Tricia was getting desperate.
Yeah, we had been looking for about a week and a half and had no luck, so we were becoming down to our last probably 4 bottles or so until we didn't have anything. So our last day.
That's when she called the pediatrician
to see if they had any alternatives for us to use, because we could not find her specific formula. And they said that they had samples for us and if we could come in and pick them up.
Absolutely, that's cause for baby Bree to shout for joy. But so many other families are not having the same luck. And that prompted politicians in both Washington and Lansing today to announce efforts to help. In the meantime, the state health department does not recommend making your own formula or diluting the formula you have to make it last longer. But as Tricia knows, desperate parents will do whatever they have to.
When they're used to a certain kind and then you immediately switch them, I mean, she was miserable for 3 days before our pediatrician gave us what she has been using for the last 8 months.
I should also note that Attorney General Dana Nessel announcing today her office will prosecute anyone who's price gouging when it comes to this infant formula. Kim?
Nothing else you have to worry about. Jason, that baby is just so cute, and I love she just kind of clapped right on cue when you were talking about her getting the formula. Speaking of which, what is Tricia going to do when that supply runs out, the samples that she got from her pediatrician?
Well, luckily in her case, Bree is about 10 months old, and they got about a case of these samples, and she thinks it'll last about 2 months. At that point, she can switch over to the toddler formula, which parents that are looking for this know that's not in short supply. So in her case, that'll work out, but for everybody else, the search continues until that production can ramp back up.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Scary time for parents for sure. We appreciate your story tonight, Jason. Thanks.